Hey, welcome to the video. Okay, yesterday we talked about how you earning money can actually be a benefit to the kingdom and can be part of God's plan, but that sometimes we don't feel safe with that. And sometimes we still have these icky feelings and we still do these crazy things that we don't really understand in our business. We drag our feet on stuff and we're not making the money that we desire. So today I want to talk to you about the source of some of those feelings and where that comes from. Okay, I want to tell you a story. This sounds unrelated, but hang with me, all right? When I was a kid, I was not very athletic, not very fast or strong or good at anything like that. My sister was not super athletic either, but she was older and stronger and taller and leaner and faster and just generally beat me in everything we ever did. Just that's what it's like having an older sister who's more competitive and a little sister who's kind of just a go along and get along type. So we had a swimming pool at my grandparents' house that she and I would race in, and I was always losing. I just always was, and I hated racing because of that. So we also took swimming lessons every summer just so we would be safe in the water. So I remember one day I was at swimming lessons, and our teacher had us all line up on the wall, and then we were supposed to just swim as fast as we possibly could to the other side of the pool. And it's important to note that it wasn't a race. It was just swim as fast as you possibly can. And that's important because if it had been a race, my insecurity probably would have slowed me down already. I would have believed I couldn't win and not even tried, okay? I didn't have that fear at all. So I just shot out as soon as we started, as soon as the race started or whatever, as soon as the teacher said go, and I started swimming as fast as I possibly could toward the other side. And it felt amazing. I remember how I thought, oh my gosh, this is what it feels like when you're going fast. This is what it feels like to be winning. And I looked kind of over my shoulder this way and I saw the girl behind me and she was behind me and I couldn't believe it. I was like, she's faster than me usually and I'm ahead of her. I said, oh my word, this is what winning feels like. And my brain was like exploding. It was like a whole new feeling, a whole new sensation I had never felt before. This just ease of just going for it as fast as I could with no insecurity and no fear. And I loved it. And as it got close to the end of the pool, I looked up and I saw a boy on this side of me and he was already ahead. And he had just gotten to the end of the pool and I wasn't there yet. And I went, oh, I wasn't winning. And my entire spirit fell. I mean, like, it's such a stupid little thing, right? Just such a minor little memory, one little race as a kid. But it was so powerful to me because I remember in that moment, my feelings said, no matter how hard you try, you'll never win. That's how experiences from our childhood can keep us playing small in our business because it wasn't a big deal, okay? So when I'm talking to you about the experiences of your past, I'm not talking about things that somebody said to you that were dramatic and obvious. I'm talking about small things like that. That one little race at swimming lessons that wasn't even a race, but it was a moment that I began to believe, that my subconscious mind latched onto this belief that no matter how hard you try, you'll always fail. And that it changed it. I mean, it directed everything for my business and my life from that point. There are other things in my life that are fine. Other beliefs that I had. I never doubted my ability. I never doubted whether I would get married and have kids and not, live in a comfortable house. And all those things worked out just fine for me. But I never believed I would win. And to be truth be told, I never won anything. I never even went out for president of the honor society or whatever it was, any of that kind of stuff in high school. I was always the vice president, which is another symptom of my insecurities there. I share that with you to show you, just not because your story is going to be the same as mine. That may not be your story, but that was a memory that I didn't even know about until I started doing money mindset work. And obviously, it's not clearly related to money. So when I'm talking to you about working on your mindset, I'm not just talking about money, and I'm not just talking about your ability to earn money or the way you manage it or what you were taught as a child about managing money or earning money or all these things. I'm talking about your worldview and how it's shaped by the experiences of your past and how those little things that you believe in your subconscious mind about yourself and your abilities to earn money or to be successful or to have what you want in life or to enjoy life, just to be happy and have a good time, the things that you believe are holding you back. Okay, real quick, I want to share another story that came up for me when I first started doing this mindset work. Again, these are things I didn't even remember. If you had asked me about it 3 or 4 years ago, I'd be like, I don't even know what you're talking about. No, I don't remember that. Until I started doing this work to release these blocks, and that was when I became aware of it. So it was really weird to me that I had these memories that I didn't even know I had until I started digging into it. So my family and I were at an ice cream shop when I was a little girl, and I couldn't decide if I wanted one flavor or another. I don't remember what they were, butter pecan or something else, because I've always wanted butter pecan. So I couldn't decide which flavors that I wanted, and my granddad said, well, just get both, get a double dip ice cream. And I kind of lit up like, I could do that, as a little kid, like that's a thing, I could do that. And I remember my mom was there, and she looked and she was like, no, she doesn't need that, she won't eat that, don't, kind of the way a mom would do. I would probably do the same thing for my own kids. Now that I'm aware of it, I'm going to try not to. But it was kind of implied to me that that was not okay. That, don't do that. And I think my granddad insisted and said, yeah, it's okay. And they went ahead and got me this double dipped ice cream cone. But the whole time I ate it, I thought, I shouldn't have gotten this. This is more than I really needed. And my mom was right. I shouldn't have let them buy this for me. And I had this guilt and shame around getting what I want. Does that sound familiar to you? Maybe you don't have the same little ice cream story, but if you ever have guilt or shame or those feelings about I shouldn't get what I want, it's bad to get what I want, that's an underlying issue of a money mindset problem, or just a mindset problem. I use the phrase money mindset all the time, but it's not, like I said, it's not 100% about your money. It's just about the things you believe. Once I recognized that I had these stories in my past that were holding me back, my next step was to try and figure out how to get away from that. Like, now that I know it's there, what do I do about it, right? And one of my biggest fears about that experience was that it was going to pull me away from God in some way. So just if you've had that concern, you know that I've been there too, and that's not what this program is about. That's not what you're going to find from me, okay? And if you have any fears about making money, go back and watch video 1 so you can get a little bit clearer picture about that and how making money can actually serve God's kingdom. And I just want to remind you about the Proverbs 31 woman, and it says in Proverbs 31, she sees that her merchandise is profitable. That's listed as a characteristic of a godly woman, is that she sees that her merchandise is profitable. So you can definitely make this change in your business to move forward without contradicting the scriptures. It's not serving money to be profitable in your business, okay? So tomorrow I want to talk to you more about your limiting beliefs and help you get through that and move on to let your light shine, which is what I'm all about. So until next time, I'm Stina Maloney. You are fully equipped for your calling and you are ready to let your light shine. Bye.